いっそ折れたままで捨てるほど逃げ出すほど強くないよほらもう一度この高鳴る何が正しいかなんてわからないけど形のないものばかりが大切になってゆく飾らない言葉だけが強く結ばれてるまたつまずいて転がってそれでも砕けない魂の色は何色ですかただ傷ついて強がってそれでも見つけたいよ魂の形確かめてるよずっとずっとずっと
Yun, magandang good evening sa inyong lahat. Stream tayo ulit, no? Genshin naman, kaninang umaga nag-ano tayo. Nag-Elden Ring tayo. Ngayong gabi, Genshin naman tayo, Genshin. Yes sir, yes ma'am. This is Kerrigan again, welcome to Team Okra Plays. Balik streaming na tayo muli matapos ang matagal na hiatus, you know. Siyempre, medyo na busy tayo. Basa muna tayo alerts. Ayan, Shiroryu, yan, no? First na naman, no? Thank you for liking and sharing the stream. Ayan, Jerry M. Jeswani, thank you for sharing the stream. Ayan. Notify second. Siyempre, first na first yan si Shiroryu. Mochi Hunter, ayan, thank you for the notify. Hello, Team Okra. Hello din, Mochi Hunter. Genshin evening tayo ngayon. Yes, Genshin evening. EJD, Majam, thank you for liking the stream. Magandang good evening sa inyo. Yes, this is Kerrigan ulit. Kaninang umaga sa mga tumambay na mag-Elden Ring. Ayan, maraming salamat. Ngayon, Genshin naman tayo, no? Siyempre, sipag tayo mag-ano ngayon. Sipag tayo mag-stream ngayon. Ayan, mag-ano tayo ngayon. Chill stream lang, chill stream. Kailangan natin mag-ano, mag-farm ng artifacts. Ayan, pre. Medyo matagal tayo di nakapag ano. I mean kahapon, di ako masyado nag-Genshin. Ngayon ipon na ipon yung resin ko. Uy, ano to? Salamat Paimon ah. 300 mora. Salamat sa donation. Yun, thank you sa mga nandito ngayon. Maraming salamat, no. Let's go, let's go. Without further ado, tayo ay teka, nag-daily na ba ako? Hindi pa ata ako nag-daily. Ayan, hindi pa nga nag-daily. Gagawin lang natin ngayon mag-ano tayo, artifact. Tapos, gagawin din natin yung event. May bagong event eh. Try natin yung bagong event. Pa-share na lang din guys sa mga ano, sa Genshin, mga community, ganyan. Salamat guys. Uy, doon nakuha. Ayun, okay. Daily muna tayo, daily muna tayo. Gosh, tabis ko mag-stream ng Genshin. Ito medyo chill na to. Kanina medyo haggard tayo sa Elden Ring eh. Tamang silent view lang muna ako habang may ginagawa. Yun oh, solid. Thank you, thank you. Jerry. Maraming salamat sa iyong suporta. Kahit silent pa yan, support pa rin yan. Thank you. Sa hindi pa naka-reset yung Abyss. Mag-Abyss din sana tayo. Kaya lang wala pa. Bang. Okay, finish. Papast track lang natin tong ano. Ay, malapit na pala. Sige, lakarin na natin. Podcast when na po next time. Oh, magsiset din tayo ng ganyang ano, usapin pagka merong magandang topic, no? Pa-podcast tayo. Siyempre, ano to, palad. Ay, bahala ka dyan. Ayoko sa'yo, palad. Hindi ko pa rin nakakalimutan yung ginawa mo noon kay Sucrose. Never forgetty. Uy, shucks. Uy.
Right now, right here, right
Ah, naka-English pa pala ako. Parang nagpalit na ako. Gusto ko Japanese ng Genshin. Nakakalimutan ko lagi magpalit. Sure thing, old man. Let's go. Ano gagawin? Di man tayo magkakamera kasi hindi pa maayos yung nasa likod natin eh. Ay, kailangan ng Yo. Within 80 minutes, 180. Okay.
Emerge. Right here.
Ay! Ba't ka lumangoy?
I will have order.
Bang. Okay, finish. Isa pa. Ay, dalawa pa pala. Let's go. Pag naayos na natin yung camera, tsaka yung background natin, matino-tino, tsaka tayo ulit, face reveal. So ngayon, wala mo na. Tower. Sige.
Show them. Right now.
Bam.
This isn't good.
Okay. Next. Dami ko ng resin, no? Dito tayo. Sakto. Tayo ay magpa-farm ng natin, artifact para kay Zhongli.
Order guide you.
Bang. Keizo Sagi Mahal, thank you for liking the stream. Magandang good evening sa'yo. Nakauwi ka na ba? Ingat ka pa uwi. Magandang good evening. Buti naman nakauwi ka na. Good, you're safe. Team Okra Place, yun. Salamat. Hirotama TV, thank you for liking the stream.
Emerge. Right here.
Papi Hirotan, magandang good evening sa'yo, my idol.
This is order.
Wow, sipag. Yes, sir. Sabi ko naman sa'yo, pinangako ko yan, my idol. Gumanda lang ang ating, gumanda lang ang ating internet. Siyempre, ano pa bang gagawin? Keizo Sagi, thank you for sharing the stream. Buti nakauwi ka na. You're safe. Makakapagpahinga ng mabuti. Ots ka rin sa iyong trabaho. Good job. Ay, di pala dito. Puno na ang resin natin. Wala muna tayong camera sa ngayon. Aayusin natin yan soon. Pag maayos na yung background natin para di naman ako mukhang ewan. Gagawin natin yung bagong event. May pa-bartender effect pang Genshin. Saan tayo? Okay, check natin ang natin. 5. Punta tayo ng dito. Santo Papi, Siege Kingston, thank you for liking the stream. Magandang good evening sa'yo, Papi. Nakaw muna saglit. Di inabot. Di don't. Okay. Artifact farming tayo. Chill lang ganun. Ubus resin. Tapos gawa event. Yan. May bagong event eh. Pwede na to. Ay, dapat pala naglingguang ako. Mali. Magandang good evening sa inyo. Magandang good evening. Yehey, active na ulit Team Okra Place. Yes sir, syempre. Bawi tayo sa mga lost time natin, di ba? Soon mag-face reveal tayo. Uy, Irokanji, gacha day. Every day is gacha day, no? Syempre. Thank you sa 10 stars, Papi. Thanks for dropping by, Irokanji. This is Kerrigan of Team Okra Place. Solid. Bawi 48 hours stream everyday. Gusto mo ba? Gusto nyo ba? Pwede naman. Oops. Pwede naman. Kung gusto nyo. Uy, namatay. Wait, ako lang ba or nag-ano siya? Ayaw niya mag-switch. Nagde-delay, nani? Hindi naman naglalag. Goods naman yung ping.
Emerge right now. Emerge.
Pag tayo pinalad sa mga stars natin, Papi, syempre, tatanggi ba tayo sa ano na yan, sa stream na yan? Isa kang inspirasyon sa mga ano na yan, 24-hour stream na yan. Gagawin din natin yan someday. Ay, wala akong space. Ang galing. Artifact farming, tas walang space. Pero, binibuild ko rin kasi si Xiangling. So, kasi ano to eh. Ano to? C6 Xiangling, o, diba? Ayan, i-ups muna natin to para may space. Gusto nyo mag-marathon tayo? O, sige! G! Men, wala nang carry lag ngayon. Medyo malupit-lupit tong napuntahan kong lugar eh. Kaya, ano, goods na goods ang internet. Kaya pwede ako makipagsabayan, di ba? Kung ma-hit natin, stars goal natin, 24 hours ka, tapos pasa mo sa akin. Uy, pwede, idol. Pwede, maganda yan. O, kung ma-hit, yun yung ano doon. Kung ma-hit yung stars goal, G. Diba? Why not? Malupit yun. Mga kalangits, tsaka mga, ano, ka-okra, diba? Goods na goods. Pagkatapos mag-okra, punta naman ng langit. Diba? Magandang i-24 hour stream. Ano? Tawag nito? Elden Ring. Pagkatapos nun, gising talaga. Katalong. Ano, malapit na maging pakbet yun. Okra, tas talong. Ang palaya pa, pwede din. Mag-stream ka ba mamaya, Papi? Hindi. Ay, kanina nag-stream ka na nga pala, no? Wasak. Naway swertehin naman tayo, 'di ba? Hoyoverse baka naman. Ilang weeks na ako nandito nakatira. Oh, ganyan pa rin binibig. Ay, uy. Uy. Sige, lock natin 'to. Ayan oh, mukhang pwede naman. Kaso hindi nyo kailangan ko. Nag-stream na ako kanina, farm muna ako siguro off-stream ng runes. O, mamayang ano siguro, baka tambay din akong Discord. Magpa-farm din ako ng ano. Medyo natatanga pa rin ako sa ano eh, Elden Ring eh.
Will have order.
Ay, muntik ako nilamon ni ano kanina, ni tawag nito,
I'm always watching.
ni Godric.
Come on out.
Pero natsambahan ko naman siya kahit pa paano. Yun nga lang, wala akong gear, wala akong ano, magic. Wala rin akong blood art. Mano-mano.
Stabilize.
Emerge. See?
Sana naman. Genshin. Hanggang dito na lang ba ako lagi sa ano na to, domain na to. Kailangan ko mapatino yung ano ni Zhongli kasi. Sayang naman at meron akong Staff of Homa. Tapos basura yung stats ko ng Zhongli. Oh, ganyan pa rin binibigay. Ano ba yan? Oy, nag-stream na ako, Hoyoverse ha. Baka naman pahingi ng ano, streamer lock. Baka naman.
Solidify.
Right now.
Solidify. Bang. What's up?
I will have order.
Ooh.
Stabilize.
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
Yup.
Torpedo.
Ay!
Guys.
Tele, animal.
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Stabilize.
Yun. Come on. Ay, defense. Ito, pwede. Pero hindi pa rin. Ay, Hoyoverse. Baka naman, Hoyoverse. Ganito ba talaga? Akala ko ba yung witch, ano, domain ang may sumpa?
Right here.
Bakit pati ito ata?
Behold.
Ilang months na rin ako nandito eh. Hindi pa ako nakakakuha ng matinu-tinong artifact galing dito.
This is order. Gather.
Bang.
Show them. Right now. Right here.
Uy. Bang. Oh, wasak. 71. Nice. Pahingi ng matinong artifact. Sige na naman. Ay, wala na naman space. Grabe na yung pag-ano ko. Pagpa-farm ko. Punong-puno na yung bag ko ng artifact na walang kwenta. Kakain pa tayo ba? Anong iaangat mo? Crit damage naman, baka naman. Kulang pa. Oh. Attack animal. Okay.
Every journey.
Come on, man. Ano? HP? Meh. Pangit ka banding ni Hoyoverse? Uy. Yo. Yo. Aha. Saan tayo? Ay, magko-condense nga pala ako. Yo. Okay. 46. Nice. Unti na lang. Balik tayo doon. Dalawang ano pa, dalawa pang run. Tapos mag-i-event tayo. Ay, o kaya gawin na rin natin yung kay ano pala. Kay Yai Miko. J Metaphorical, thank you for liking the stream. Magandang good evening. Welcome to Team Okra, please. Genshin muna tayo ngayon. Medyo relax muna. Kanina, stress tayo sa Elden Ring. Good evening, good evening. This is Kerrigan of Team Okra, please. Chill Genshin muna tayo ngayon.
Solidify.
Emerge right now, right here. Nothing lasts forever.
Dang.
Show them. Emerge right now.
I will have order.
Dang.
Don't waste my time. Your life is mine.
Oy! Animal. Hindi ko napansin yung shield ko.
Solidify.
Wind, hear me.
Dang.
Emerge right here. Submit.
Yun. Okay. Goods. Come on. Pahingi ako ng matinong artifact, man. Uy! Elemental Mastery kaso. Ay, pangit pa din.
Emerge right here, right now. It's nothing. Your life is mine.
I will have order.
Ooh.
Solidify.
Right here, emerge.
Boy pa pa to.
This is order.
Right now.
Yo. Please, ito na yung last ano ko, resin ko. Baka naman. Pangit pa rin. Bayarn. Heist. Okay. Tayo ay pupunta muna doon sa event. Ano bang gagawin dito sa event na to? Nag-reset na ba ang ano? Reset na bang... Ay, hindi pa. Okay lang. Ito muna tayo. Hindi pa bartender to eh. Yun ang alam ko eh.
Hello there. So, you must be the renowned
Yeah.
traveler.
Can I help you?
Hey, don't forget about the equally renowned Paimon!
Of course. Well, it just so happens that our tavern, Angel Share, is hosting a Bartender's Academy week. I'm hoping the event might interest you. Basically, you'll have full access to all of our ingredients to mix cocktails or any other drink you please. As
Okay.
long as you refrain from being wasteful, you can enjoy unlimited refills for the drinks you create.
Unlimited refills!
Also, you'll be rewarded handsomely if the guests are happy with your drinks.
What? There's even rewards? Where do we sign up?
It's called an academy, but attendance is certainly not mandatory. And you don't have to make your decision right away. You're more than welcome to give it a try first. So,
Okay.
what do you think? Will you give the academy a try?
Yeah, G.
Great. Then please, come on in. First, Charles will walk you through some basic techniques.
Okay. Si Charles. Dapat pala si Dilok ang gamit natin dito. Para natural.
Hey, I know you two. So what can I get for you today?
Hey, Charles! Actually, we came to be bartenders today!
Bartenders?
Hmm.
Oh. So, Luca roped you two in, did he? He's got quite a knack for that. You're certainly talented at handling difficult tasks. There's no doubt about that. But mixing cocktails is a whole different game. It's delicate work and requires a certain amount of finesse. Everything from the ratios of your ingredients to your mixing techniques could affect the final product.
Don't worry, he's a fantastic cook! Cooking and cocktail making have a lot in common, you know.
Okay.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Oh, and one more thing. In a previous
You know,
event,
Shujin's
we
Corner,
had
Darren
some
Joseph
mixed three
Buhat.
kinds
Thank
of
you for
hard
liking the stream.
Just one
Magandang
glass
good
was enough
evening.
to leave a customer passed out on the floor.
Genshin muna tayo. Relax muna tayo sa Elden Ring.
So in light of that incident, we decided to no longer provide alcoholic ingredients to beginners. I hope you'll understand. Great. That just about covers all I have to say. You'll learn all the skills and techniques you need on the fly.
Okay. Ah, ito. If you want to mix some drinks, foundation. Okay. Mhm. 3 shots of coffee. Paano? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Tapos, go! Naka 3 yun. Ah. Ayun, cool. Ayan. Next. Ay, mali. Meron pala dun. Kulit naman ito. Confirm. Medium cup. Nice.
You're a quick learner. This tastes pretty good.
Paimon agrees, this is amazing!
Siyempre.
That was just practice, though. On the job, customers often will have special requests for their drinks. Some may enjoy a stiffer drink, while others might prefer something more sour. Everyone has their own preferences. Adjusting the amounts of the ingredients is always the key.
Paimon would like a caramel pine cone extra sweet in the biggest glass you have, please and thank you!
Well, that's about
Okay.
all there is to it. But to become a truly exceptional bartender, in addition to mixing skills, you'll also need to map. All right. In that case, you two can take this counter. If you have questions or need any help, just give me a holler.
Patimpla po ng kape medium size. Ito. Gagawa tayo. Nagawa mo na ba to, Papi? Oh, may paganto-ganto si Mihoyo, ah. Eh, gawa tayo ulit. Uy! Rosaria, what is... uy! Ay! Kasama pa kayo, ah. Si Dilok, gagi, dito. Kaya.
Well, this is a surprise. I didn't expect to see you two behind the counter today. In that case, I'd like a death afternoon.
Sama-sama yung mga lasinggero, lasinggera.
Come now. I just wanted to see how he'd react. I admit I didn't expect to
Ship
see
ko talaga
you
tong
today,
dalawan
Sister
to.
Rosaria.
Waiting na lang ako sa pag-unlock ng mga susunod na part. Ooh,
With so many demanding customers
sipag
that
din,
frequent
sir.
the tavern, I only thought I'd help the traveler gain some experience.
There he goes with that smooth talk again.
Don't get me wrong, I was only
Ship ko
trying
talaga
to be
tong
helpful.
dalawan to eh.
If anything, you should be thanking me. Oh, and make it a large, please.
I'll leave my drink up to you. Just make it a tea of some kind and not too big.
Okay, may order na tayo, may order na tayo.
Take your time. Waiting in anticipation is half the fun.
Isang large, isang medium. Tama. Large kay Kaya. Moonlit Alley. Teka. Tingnan natin. Moonlit Alley ay isang coffee, isang milk, tsaka isang cocoa paste. Okay. Coffee, milk, cocoa paste. Got it. Tapos large. Coffee, milk, cocoa paste. Yan. Okay. Down, left, up, left. Large to eh. Yun. Easy one. Try. Make it a tea of some kind, not too big. Okay. Tingin tayo ng recipe. Tea. Tea. Asan ang tea? Ay, wait. Ito pala. Ay, hindi. Lah. Asan ang recipe ng tea? Joke. Ito pala. Juice. Ito, juice to eh. Kaso, asan ang mga tea natin? Hindi, puro coffee to eh. Blend. Wala pa to. Ito, juice. Yung tea hindi pa na-unlock. Bahala na siguro to. So, tea. Make a tea of some kind. Milk tea gawin natin. Isang tea tsaka isang milk. Yan. Mag-unlock kapag tinimpla mo. Ay, natimpla mo. Ah, okay. Wala nakalagay pero sige, gawin na natin to. Milk tea yan, yan. Tea tsaka milk. Oh. Ay, 3. Teka. Kasi tea ulit. Yan. Uy, puro down. Up. Up, down, left, right, start, select. Not too big. Not too big. Wait. Small cup lang natin. Yon. Oo nga, no, nag-unlock nga siya. Ha! Milk tea.
What is it, Rosaria? You don't like the drink?
No, the drink you made me is fine. It's just that I rarely ever drink tea. The taste always reminds me of certain...
Ah, I presume you're referring to the church?
Yes.
Ganda nung damit ni
The church
Rosaria.
had an event
Yung
that I
remake
couldn't
niya, oh.
attend, but Sister Barbara
Bagay.
still saved some tea and dessert for me. The dessert had already gone stale, so she whisked it away when I wasn't looking. But the tea tasted just like this drink you made me.
Boy, you're in rare form today, Rosaria.
Sounds to me like Mondstadt's just gained another black tea lover.
I'd prefer something a little stiffer.
That depends. If I point out a few flaws, will you make me another one? I'm just kidding.
Bastos din to
I'd
eh.
never subject you to such treatment.
Gosh, Kaya sure is a tough nut to crack. You never know what he'll say next. How can you stand to drink with this guy, Rosaria?
I don't really care what's going through his mind as long as we only talk about drinks. Besides, Kaya's only interested
ship
in
ko
people
nga
or
kayo
things
eh.
that intrigue him, whether that's you, the innkeeper here, or anybody else.
Hey, how could you divulge so much about your dear old drinking buddy?
You think I'm saying too much? Get over yourself. It's no big deal. I'm constantly surrounded by uptight folks day to day. I prefer the...
Oh, are we gossiping about people who take themselves too seriously now? Speaking of which, I know someone who could easily place in the top 3 most serious people in Mondstadt. As to their
Alam
level
na.
of seriousness, well, let me put it this way. They probably wouldn't even flinch if I said that to their face.
Are there really rankings for people like this?
Kilala ko ata to.
Of course. Just off the top of my head, there's a running list for the most consistent drinkers, hardest workers, worst cooks, or even biggest hoarders of dark secrets.
Sounds to Paimon like Mondstadters have way too much time on their hands.
Are there really that many people who don't need to work?
No.
Aw, but what about Paimon? Is there a category that Paimon can be ranked as high as him?
Why, of course. How about... best bartenders.
Really? That's great! Our names will be remembered together forever!
Well, I must admit, the
You can say that again. Just looking at these two brings a smile to my face. Good bartenders create a nice atmosphere and get people in a good mood. You know, like a mascot.
Mascot.
Nothing. Thanks for your hospitality.
Yeah, I should be going to. By the way, that black tea tasted great. I'll try to make some for myself in the future, if I can manage.
Until next time.
Okay, tapos tayo sa dalawa nating customer. Goods. Pwede ko usapin si Diluc.
Oh, it's Master Dilu! What brings you here? You have nothing to do today?
Me? Nothing to do? Don't count on it. I heard you two were working as bartenders, so I thought I'd drop by to see how you're coming along.
Wow, you really do catch wind of things quickly!
So, tell me, how do you like being a bartender?
Yeah, it's still a little too early to tell. We haven't been at it for very long.
Just tell me your initial feelings. Excited, confused, anything. How does it feel to be a bartender?
New experience.
Hey, didn't you want to ask Paimon too? Paimon's initial feeling is, drinks taste good.
Good. I'm happy.
Hala,
for you.
gumiti si Diluc. What the fuck? Bagong ano yan ah.
Could you make me a Gray Valley sunset then? I'll leave the size up to you. Great. Take your time.
Okay, nag-order sa atin yung si Master Diluc. Tingnan natin yung recipe. Ano ulit? Shit. Ayun, Gray Valley Sunset. So, 3 juice. Mahilig talaga sa juice to. Okay, there we go. Next. Up, down, left. Size, medium natin. Yan. Sakto lang.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
It's all about the
Siyempre.
ingredients. If the fruit are fresh and juicy, then the drink will naturally be sweet, tasty, without adding anything extra.
Nice.
Sounds like I should thank the soil of Mondstadt. It just so happens that Gray Valley Sunset is the first drink I ever mixed.
Oh.
I was still quite young. My father laid out several ingredients and told me to experiment with them. No requirements and no instruction. In hindsight, he probably just wanted to test my creativity. In the end, I just made a glass of fruit punch. Much like this one.
Oh? But why fruit punch?
My father was equally surprised. I didn't really put much thought into it. I just figured that it would taste sweet. Looking back on it, I was so young and naive.
Same.
I never thought about it, I suppose. My father didn't say a word at the time, but... Thank you. By the way,
Nox.
there's something I'd like to give you, but I suppose it's better to wait until you have more experience with your bartender job. I have no doubt that you'll do very well.
And Paimon
Okay.
will, be rooting for you.
Very well. Then, I look forward to seeing your good work.
Come back soon when you have a minute.
Okay. Uy, bago ulit. Gagawa tayo ulit. Sige. Dire-diretsoy natin. Talk to Lisa Engine. Ah, sila naman ang ating customer.
Hi there, cutie. It's good to see you.
Cute.
It is certainly unusual for us to meet in a place like this.
Arvin Joseph, thank you for liking the stream.
I'm glad to
Good
see
evening,
you.
good evening.
Hey, what do you mean by a place like this?
Welcome
The
to Team
tavern is a
Okra
wonderful
Place.
place to relax and unwind a little. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to drag the acting grandmaster away from her? We've only been here for a few minutes, and worry is already written all over her face.
Lisa.
Yeah, is this the acting grandmaster we're talking about? It's only natural that Chip but you know what they say. Now that we're already here, why don't you let him mix a couple of drinks for you two? It'll
Tama,
make them
tama.
Honestly, Jean is the only person I know
Inom
who needs
muna
to be
kayo.
taught how to relax. Hey, cutie, whip me up a love poem. Medium, extra sweet.
Medium. Okay, love poem,
And
medium.
how about you, Jean?
I'll just have coffee. Medium, please.
Okay, medium sila parehas. Love poem, medium,
Thanks,
coffee,
but
medium.
no. I want something to help keep me awake. Thanks.
Okay, sige. Kape? Love poem. Teka. Check natin. Isang tea, isang milk, saka isang caramel. Ah, milk tea nga. Isang tea, isang milk, isang caramel. Okay. Tapos, medium extra sweet. Up, 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 left, left. Medium. Medium tayo. Bang. Okay, nice.
This doesn't look like the drink they ordered. Just give this one to Paimon and try making it.
Oh, talaga ba? Wait, tama naman ah. Nani? Love poem. O, tea, milk, caramel. Oo. Tea, milk, caramel. Tama naman. Down, up, down, down, down. Medium. Oh, what? Yo. Are you for real? May mali ba akong ginagawa? Kaya sa... Even some... If they were to taste this drinks with this. Tea. Milk. Caramel. Oh, tama naman. Tea. Milk. Caramel. Kailangan ba by order? Up, down, 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 left. Medium, extra sweet. Oh, medium naman to. Oh, what the fuck? Yo. Teka. Dalawain nga natin to. Yan. Oo nga eh. Kala ko kasi tatlo lang yung pwede. Pwede palang magdagdag ng ingredients. Kaya pala extra sweet nisip ko. Yun lang. Yun. Okay. Coffee. Mukha naman ano na to. Yun lang naman siguro. Wala namang iba dito eh. Coffee lang talaga. Tatlo. Grabe, parang ang tapang nito ah. Matutulog ka pa ba, Jean? Left, up. Workaholic talaga to. Yun. Goods na. Okay, nice.
The sweetness is just right.
The coffee is strong and rich with just a nice hint of
Mga
bitterness to
bading
it.
kayo. Ship ko rin kayong dalawa eh.
I do understand what you meant, Lisa.
Hmm?
I've been reflecting on my weaknesses lately. There's still room for me to improve in many areas, such
Ako
as my
si Master
productivity
Jin.
and management. I'm concerned my stress
Kaya
may
nga
even be
nandito
starting
para
to
mag-relax
somehow
eh.
affect you as well. What?
Kung ano na naman iniisip mo.
See? Cutie knows. You were working yourself way too hard, so I thought I'd take you out for some drinks. All I wanted was for you to have some fun. But even
Tama.
in the tavern, you're still thinking about work. That's what's most concerning. If you're constantly under stress like this, it's only a matter of time before you burn out.
Sipag kasi.
You also agree with Lisa, Traveler? So,
Yep. Work hard, play hard, and rest even harder.
Tama.
alright, I understand. Thank you. All of you. Now I know that this place serves refreshments for both the body and the mind. Is that why you and Kaya like the tavern so much?
Si Kaya naman na sobra ng rest.
Yes and no. It really depends on who's making the drinks. Speaking of which, we couldn't have changed Jean's mind without you today. You sure have a way with words, cutie. Then we'll see you later.
Ooh, nice angle.
I'll consider coming here to relax if I have another opportunity.
Thanks.
Sounds great. Take care.
Balik po sila. Next customer. Naka-enjoy naman to. Ay, si Zhongli! Nani? Bakit nandito to? Si Zhongli nandito. Loko-loko. Osmanthus wine papagawa mo? Animal ka.
Zhongli.
Ah, traveler. Good to
Kulit.
see you. I trust you are well.
Wait. Zhongli, what are you doing here?
If I am to roam about the world, then I certainly mustn't limit my destinations. The free and prosperous land
Dito
of
sila nagsabay ni
Queens is
Benti.
splendid a place to visit as any. And it's quite a pleasant surprise to run into you here. One misty garden, please.
Ah,
I take my tea strong, thank you.
wow. Hindi ka nag-order ng Osmanthus wine first time. Pero tea pa rin. Tea. Okay, check natin ang tea. Misty Garden. Ah, ito. Tama ba? O, tama. Tatlong tea. I take my tea strong. So, dagdagan natin. Down, down, up. Saan namang size na sinabi? Ayan natin. Siguro, medium lang natin. Ayan. Okay, goods.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Enjoy.
The tea is clear and glows with a pleasing hue. Its richness is complemented by a floral and fruity fragrance. Exquisite.
Wow. So Zhongli is even super knowledgeable about tea. Paimon usually just gulps down the tea and says something simple like, yummy yummy in Paimon's tummy.
Mindfully savoring the tea shows due respect to the person that brewed it for you.
Nux.
Tea of good quality is hard to come by, and those capable of brewing tea according to the occasion and emotions, even more so.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So, could you teach Paimon how to savor tea like you do? It seems you smell it first and drink it, right?
That's correct. Every type of tea is unique. The more you drink, the more you will understand the subtle differences. Smelling the aroma will reveal the quality of the tea.
Nice.
Lower grade teas emit a musty and seemingly scorched scent, whereas ones with a delicate yet soothing aroma are usually of a higher
Sarap sa
quality.
tenga talaga ng boses ni
If you
Zhongli.
want to be more particular, according to Liyue ancient tradition, you could acquire a vintage goblet, which is used specifically for examining the aroma.
Oh no! All this time, Paimon's been missing out on her tea!
Not to worry. Knowledge is vast. It's never too late to learn. As a beginner, you can try this method. First, Observe the color. Then smell the fragrance. And finally,
Take a
take a
sip.
sip. Remember, you can understand anything as long as you approach it in the proper order. Chaoying Village in northwest Liyue is famous for their tea industry. It would be well worthwhile the visit when you get the chance. What I shared with you today are mostly my own habits as an old-fashioned Liyue local. Each region has its own tea traditions and culture. One should always respect the conventions of the local region.
This event helps me think I can replicate the drinks. True, true. I agree.
That's it. But whether Paimon can remember it all is another story.
Thank you for such excellent tea.
They made it look
It
easy.
made my trip out here all the more worthwhile. If you ever come to manage a tea house, I will certainly be a regular.
Thanks,
We're
Zhongli.
already pretty busy. I don't think we'll have time to manage a
I learned a lot, man.
Regardless, you have my complete support. Let's call it a day. I won't take more of your time. All the best with your new pursuit.
About the bill. Oh, bill tayo. Wait, wait.
Ah, yes,
The bill.
the bill. Just put it on one
Utang.
funeral parlor's tab. As usual.
Oh no, Zhongli.
Hey, kid,
As
give
usual.
my regards to the director.
Sayang. Okay. I think we're done with that. I think. Because tomorrow's gonna be another day for these three, I guess. 3 new guests. We're done for it. For now. We're done with this too. So we're gonna go do Yae Miko's quest, I think. Yeah, that's that's left behind. Here we go. We gotta do this. I've been waiting to do this when I stream, so now's the time. Now's the perfect time. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna go here. Investigate.
Closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey,
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you.
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed! You're never going to get it down at this rate.
hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me.
Sheesh!
Okay. Okay.
Incantation? Are you guys...
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it. I mean, I obviously don't, but Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me. People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it. The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. Alright, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out? Look at you now. Trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Chukichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story.
I've also heard.
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yaimiko about it?
Ayan na, Yaimiko.
She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
Okay. Let's go. Kahit kasama na natin si Yaimiko. Sige, punta natin. Wait, kunin natin ito. Sayang. Ayan. Punta tayo ng Narukami Shrine. There we go. Let's go, let's go.
Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here.
Ganda talaga.
I highly recommend it. Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Gucci, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. But since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time. Just...
You two seem to have a good relationship with Gucci Ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a sword master, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon turned him away. Took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of a sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Gucci. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Okay.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Gucci. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream, Nat.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kind of two sides of the same coin.
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Gucci, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all. Never. Whatever Lady Gucci says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you, too, for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
Now hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists.
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around.
Asin lang pala
It's a
katapat.
common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place.
Okay.
Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point, so...
Alright, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother.
Yosh, let's go.
What is going on here? Granted, you can never be
Saan?
quite
Sa
sure
baba?
what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life sentence
Layo ah.
so it looks like we'll have to deal
Okay.
with that first before we'll get the chance
Flight
to
check.
ask her about the incantation stuff.
Nice view. Layo. Okay, medyo matagal-tagal pa ang flight natin. Lipad lang. Sa mga nag-heart react and like po, may ano rin kasi sa notifs ko. Medyo delay. Ata, hindi ko nakikita. So, pasensya na. Mag-comment na lang din muna kayo pag ano. Bawa tayo. Bakiniko Yuta, thank you for liking the stream. Mark Ernie, yun oh. Magandang good evening. Thank you for liking the stream. Oop, kakapusin tayo. Thank you for sharing the stream, Bakiniko Yuta. This is Kerrigan, by the way. Magandang good evening sa inyo. Nagawa natin ngayon ang campaign, quest ni Yaemiko. Good eve, Mark Ernie. Magandang good evening sa'yo.
Strange. My brother's been meditating here
Thank
pretty
you for
much
dropping
constantly
by.
over the past few days, but now he's gone.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple.
Yeah, hello,
He just
Bakineko
sits there
Yuta.
alone
What is
talking
up?
to himself. But that's not
Thanks for
important
dropping
right now.
by.
Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
This does pose a bit of a problem. Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Sure.
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people.
Yo, Sir Poy. Magandang good evening. Genshin muna tayo ngayon. Medyo chill muna. Kanina, puro tayo ano, Elden Ring. Medyo chill muna tayo ngayon.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh,
Kato
you debt
Brothers.
collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he is enrolled.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, but, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten a...
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an...
Uy, Sir Poy. Maraming salamat sa 69 stars. Nice. Thank you. Salamat sa support.
But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become
Kahit matagal tayo hindi nag-stream as Team Okra, dyan pa rin kayo. Salamat, Sir Poy.
That's
Nice.
true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But in the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he...
Wait,
Okay.
that's not what we heard.
Oh,
Ay, iba
how
sinasabi.
interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day
Papansain
as
po
hard
sa
as he
leeg.
could. Finally,
Sige Sir Poy, pag naayos natin yung ano natin, yung camera tsaka yung background natin, hindi natin kakalimutan yan. Pansign sa leeg.
Yohei said that? That
Gagawin
Shingo
natin
trained
yan.
hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt.
Okay. So, iba yung narinig natin kanina. Medyo susto ah. Okay, tara.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about.
Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yeah, we
Ay.
Yes, it's true.
we're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear.
Oh, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But the way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing
Oh,
watch.
Tanjiro yarn.
Domon's disciple is no pushover.
Flowing
He's
water.
absolutely no match for Shingo.
Is Shingo really?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel! I haven't."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only
Really?
that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
The fuck?
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" And then ran off.
Natakot sa Tokwa. Nani?
Esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall. And I've got the salt you asked for, too.
As much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details.
Briner
I
Melendez,
suppose
thank
we
you for
better be
liking
going
this
now
video.
that he's been
Salamat, Papi. Shoutout sa iyo. Sa baba. Okay. Sakto yun natin. Sakto yan. Oop.
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
So this is Yohei's brother.
Oh, Goemon yan. Nasa waterfalls.
While sitting at a waterfall. Hey, listen. He's talking to himself.
How's that? Can you feel it? Can you feel the
The fuck?
feeling of manliness? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow.
Ano problema nito?
Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness.
Manliness.
I can't take any more. I'm gonna Yohei. Yohei! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going.
Huh? Who?
Ayusin mo ah. Siguraduhin mong malakas ka.
No, don't come any closer.
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing.
Poor thing.
Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help.
Sira ulo din to eh.
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way. Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation.
Ayusin mo.
Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight
Galing
away
talaga
when he
ni
started
Yael.
acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
Mm.
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
Oh.
Alright, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Yes, that's it. The one that's on the right right now. You just have to recite an incantation at mid... Just like the book described. We drew the magic symbol, stepped
Oh, gago.
inside
Full
it,
Metal Alchemist pala tong dalawang
said
to.
the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But his whole personality changed too, because I was worried that if that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep...
So then, why'd you...
Because with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something. And then so
Napasama.
I was thinking that maybe Lady Gucci might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him...
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop
Huli.
deceiving yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did.
All right then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt and then draw your sword.
Aasinan na natin. Yun.
What is that?
Oh shit.
It's the spirit!
Man.
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me!
Kagagaling lang natin ng Elden Ring. Tapos yan ang lalaban sa atin. Sure ba siya?
But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on.
He's coming!
Ah, ganon. Sige. Gusto mo yan, ha? Siguraduhin mo, ha? Pag ako...
Your life is mine.
Oh. Nangyari. Wala na. Sira na ulo niya.
This great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, I'm unsure he's confused.
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't. I was terrified, and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about
Manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Gucci. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you can...
Yes, we understand now.
Thank you, Lady Gucci. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Shingo, okay na tayo.
Nico, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two
Sira
lazy
ulo talaga
rascals
to.
would have learned.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Doesn't like tofu. Ayan.
Paimon's got it. It wasn't a...
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Okay.
Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may...
Well, the main thing is...
Alright, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are...
You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book?
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and...
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think they're... What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, Yui and Shingo may have been fine in the end, but things got pretty...
Lady Yai, I finally found you.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now.
Miko? What is it?
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit. Samir, just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work. I have to come up with a counterplan. And you are going to help me.
How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might... Am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on.
You're going to wear a
I'm going to
putik.
head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Okay. First half tayo. Second half. So mamaya mabubugbog tayo ng mobs.
Alright, Nico, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing...
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the...
Oh, wow. Your first get... wrong.
Putik. Ganda talaga oh. Kaso parang walang ilong si Yae.
Yeah!
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, We would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the...
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popping.
Okay.
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the
Hazel
next
Navarro,
best
thank you for
big
liking the
thing.
stream. Welcome to Team Okra. Magandang good evening.
So what we're going to
Thank
do
you for
is
dropping by.
create Inazuma's newest hit novel.
Genshin pa more, idol. Yes, Genshin muna tayo ngayon. Medyo,
Smash our rivals'
ano
sales
tayo,
numbers
nababad
and
tayo
bring
sa
up
Elden
the
Ring
trouble.
kanina.
That is how
Ano
Yaoi
muna tayo?
wages war.
Chill muna, chill muna.
Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat
Uy,
the
Hazel
influence of
Gaming.
a first-hand
Thank
guide
you,
to
thank you.
summoning
Team
spirits.
Okranatics po, ako forever. Nice. Maraming salamat sa support.
Wait, Nico.
Thank you, thank you. Kahit matagal tayo hindi nag-stream, nandyan pa rin kayo. Maraming salamat.
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yaoi Publishing House. I have my ways.
Okay.
I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done.
Okay. Kami gagawa habang kumakain ka dyan. Okay lang, sige. Maganda ka naman, ano. Yeah, sige. Payag na kami. Go to submission readers. Okay, reader, kausapin natin.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirit. Not only is
Ayun
it
na nga.
a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life.
Nako, di maganda yun kung makalat na yung ano. Marami
The key to a
mag-incantation.
successful light novel is having good illustration. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artists you should. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side of that, there's a saying that
Ako,
light novels are essentially a
delikado
case
to.
of buy art, get words free. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but
Loko, totoo yung summoning na yan. Tsaka
I'll be
incantations.
honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long... By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment. The protagonist is a kitsu.
Okay.
There's much more
Punta
to
tayo
light
sa
novels
Uyu
than I
Restaurant.
realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yaoi Nico.
Right
Oops.
here.
Oops.
Emerge. Right now.
Ay, first time makakapasok dito ah.
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular. Satomi is Yaoi Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. They will be
Okay.
teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, Feeling better about my plan now?
Uh-huh. It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences.
Okay.
All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune, but to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is
Tama.
commonplace to you?
Oh, right! So maybe we can but that would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning.
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the detail.
Alright, let's start with chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
Ito.
This sounds like a great one! Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt. With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the Drag Human. Let us work together to build a better future. The love story between
What?
that was an unexpected
Bakit
development.
may traveler?
What happened? What? But that's so misleading.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. The story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the Dragon Girl sounds destined to be a hit character. Approved.
The fuck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you... Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with chapter 1. Let's move on to chapter 2.
Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a
Totoo
pain
yan.
worse than death upon the writer.
Art block mayroon din.
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Nox.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing.
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now, for the sake of our paycheck and your brain going!
Ingay ni Paimon.
Ooh, does this mean your inspirations come back?
Wisit.
Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself. With the help of the Chishi
fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
Alright, well, let's...
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Ay, binanggit niya yung pangalan ni Zhongli, si Raulo.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
When the Vision Hunt Decree comes out of nowhere, the protagonist joins the Resistance. Find out how the protagonist goes on to make great contributions. It's surprisingly normal.
I think it's rather good. A lot of people still like the classic hero's journey. From ordinary soldier to great leader, a fresh take on a timeless classic. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The
Oh, so we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one.
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma, you're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms.
Okay. Ang ganda, ngayon lang ako nakapasok dito. Cool. Yakyata ba to? Ah. Ang galing. Ay, shucks, kagutom. Sana kahit after event, pwede pa rin pasukin to. Bang.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all... Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if your light novels sell well and set a new record for the Yai...
We'll do our best.
Go to submit the manuscript. Okay.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Anne.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales and pilot.
Uh-oh. Hyman's getting a little nervous now.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very...
Okay. Wait for 3 days. Seryoso ba to? Shucks. O sige, magbubugbog muna tayo ng ano. Leyline muna tayo. Pampainit. Pang mabuhay lang ang dugo natin. Let's go.
Stabilize.
Right here.
Give up.
Ay, dapat pala yung dala ko yung Leyline Destroyer na team.
A new job.
Submit.
Palit tayo ng team. Dapat yung Leyline Destroyer para mabilis tayo. Anti-Leyline. Palitan natin to ng Yay.
Whatever
Yan.
would you do without me?
Okay. Next Leyline tayo.
Illusion shattered.
This is long overdue.
Ay, mali.
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Think you can get away? Born of ice and frost. There is no escape.
Wasak. Okay, next Leyline tayo. Leeway naman.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Illusion shattered.
Access denied. Brace yourselves.
Time for takeoff.
Blaze over.
Born of ice and frost. There is no escape.
Right now. Right here.
A sight to behold.
Show them. Right now.
Yun. Next. Ay, malapit lang pala.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Access denied.
Illusion shattered.
Uy! Antik pa. Wasak. Okay, inazuma naman tayo tapos tsaka tayo time travel ng 3 days. Nasaan yung isang Leyline nila? Ito. Pwede ba pa-request? Ano yan, Sir Hero? Anong request yan?
There is no escape.
Think you can get away? This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost. Right now. Emerge.
Yahoo!
Boom.
always watching.
Patapos ng dailies ng alt ko.
Right now.
Teka, paano? What do you mean? Patapos ng dailies ng alt ko. How? Ako magbubukas, Seriro? Tama ba? Tama ba ang aking pagkakaintindi? Busy ka mag Elden Ring, no? Okay lang ba? Oo naman. Ikaw pa ba? Sabihin mo lang sa akin, papi. Basta kaya ko. Basta ikaw. Huli. Nag-Elden Ring yarn. Sige. Ano mo lang sa akin, Seriro. Ano ba? On stream ba o mamaya after nito? Pwede naman. Total, ano ngayon? Weekend, di ba? Busin resin lang. Then dailies. Oo naman. So pa ba, may guy? Akong bahala ka. Pwede naman on stream. Sige. After nitong kay Yaimi ko gawin ko. Sana hindi mag-lag, no? Maglalag ata yun, no? Teka. Wait tayo ng... Or kahit off-stream. Sige. Tignan natin, Seriro. Basta gagawin ko yan. Sige. Walang no problem. Sure. Ikaw pa ba, my guy? Akong bahala ka. Teka, 3 days daw, diba? Pwede na yata. Ayun, pwede na. Sige, check ko yung PM mo mamaya, Seriro. I'ma do your dailies. Ay, sabi mo pala saan ko gagamitin yung mga resin mo, anong paggagamitan. Saan natin uubusin. Uy, ganda ng cutscene,
You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple... Woohoo! That's great! This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirit.
Okay.
We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Kahit ley lines lang para mabilis. Sure! Anong ley line ba yan? Blue or gold?
Don't worry. The change is already underway. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from a first-hand guide to summoning...
Oh, that's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The secret spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already...
The secret spells of Lady Kitsune?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you... I heard that the
Blue.
incantations of
Okay.
first-hand guide to
Copy
summoning
yan.
spirits they actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the
Tambay
ones
siguro ako
everyone's
ng
trying.
Discord later.
Pretty
Nandun ka
much
ba?
everyone I know
Sa
is desperate to try it out.
Sa lounge.
Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right. Everyone's shifting focus. But what's this move? Heimer doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming.
This is something that will become very Of course. Behind every book that hits the market.
Oh yeah. If we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify, but when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing..."
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So, what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about...
Okay. Go to the summoning ritual site. Okay. Let's head there now. So we can, you know, finish this shit. Go to the summoning ritual site. Wait. Let me change my party to the main party. There we go. Okay. Ikuze. Uria. Hi, miss.
What is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author.
Dungeon type.
This is the place where
Okay.
we are most likely to...
Really? But it feels so eerie.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing... What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
Okay.
Paimon's heart is
Tara! Gee!
But Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement. Hey!
Tatakot ka pa. Galing nga tayong Elden Ring eh. Ito, wala to. Mabait. Disney na tignan ng Genshin after mo mag Elden Ring. Hindi ka na matatakot dito.
What a weird painting. Nico, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene
Ancient
from...
Inazuma.
Good piece of artwork and all, but it's also... Looks like the artist signed their name.
Rakusai.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Bugbuga na. John Aldrin Manalansan, thank you for liking the stream. Good evening, welcome to Team Okra Place. Genshin lang muna tayo ngayon. May kalaban. Bang.
Emerge, a sight to behold.
Bang.
Right here, emerge.
Oh, wasak. Ay, wala na ako wala na naman ako space. Ito nga, mag-upgrade lang ako saglit. Sato, dailies lang. Actually, ngayon, pero ngayon may ginagawa akong quest ni, ni Yaimi ko. Since naka-stream ako, okay, goods na tong gawin ngayon. Para at least, diba? Mabawasan tayo ng mga nakalagay na notif ng mission. Yan, teka lang. Ups lang tayong konti para magkasya yung Welcome sa stream. Welcome back sa Team Okra Place.
A mirror? There's
A mirror?
weird-looking
Oh.
stool as well.
Ay, hindi pala.
Wonder what it's for.
I see.
Ano to?
This setup is quite
Kailangan ba to
handy.
ng
Saves me a lot of work.
Electro.
Alright, go and take a look around.
Lampstand
There
has
should be a
been
mechanism
activated.
somewhere that makes the whole room move.
Ito. Uy, mga tropa. Basta.
Right here.
Yay.
Don't waste my time.
Okay, saan tayo? Right or left? Dito muna tayo. Check natin. Uy. Laban.
I will have order, Chief. Stabilize.
Kaya ba today?
Emerge. I swear by my sword.
Bang. Oh, Easy. Wala na namang space, Nani. Ay, my goodness. Sige, ups lang tayo. Si Xiangling pa lang ang binibuild natin ngayon kasi naka C6 siya kaya so she deserves na ma-up. Daming mga artifact. Crit damage. Energy, ay okay, sa bagay. Xiangling naman yan. So kailangan din ng kailangan din ng energy recharge. Goods na din. Okay, pwede na siguro yun. Kasya na to. Okay, goods. Saan tayo? Angat. Lamp stand begins to move slowly. Ay, doon tayo tama. Tapos dito. Okay. Nice. Ay, meron dun sa baba. Ito. What's up mga tropa? Ooh.
Right here. Emerge.
Oh, wasak. Uy, open sesame. Buksan to isa pa, di ba? Tapos, ay wait. Galing na tayo dyan eh. I think. Kaya kulang pa ng isa. I think we should go up. Ay hindi, todo na ba to? Todo na. Ito yata dito. Ayun. Okay, goods. Boss. Okay. Wala bang makukuha dyan? Wala. Move. Move. Ayaw. Ito. Yo, what's up mga tropa? Wasak, di na nakaganti. Ano makukuha? Wala. Saan tayo? Doon tayo galing. Ay, ito. Okay. Common chest. Ito. Chest pa. Wala something dito. Radish amp. Okay. Bukas to. Tapos, ito kaya. Ayun! Ba, hindi na petrify yun.
I'm always watching. Emerge. Right here.
Sana. Adios. Ay, bumangga yung bato. Okay lang. Saan tayo? After? Hindi, dyan tayo galing eh. Ito. Tapos ito. Tapos ito. Okay. Nice. Switch. Where we go, man? Okay na ba? Ayun, goods na. Nice.
Oh, it's that painting we just saw. It's getting eerier.
Okay. Next I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to the murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any luck?
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be over. Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
Mapoposes ka, hindi ka kakabahan. Kaulo. Yan na.
It's like he's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
Yan na.
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Anyone?
Probably something to do with writing?
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible.
The painting is moving again! What the?
Supporting Idol Team Okra. Thank you, thank you. Lev GN. Thank you for liking the stream. Sir Edward Cuyos, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Team Okra Place. Yes, hello, hello. Thank you sa pa-hashtag, no? Thank you, thank you. Salamat sa support. Oy, na-possess na siya. Lah.
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What have we?
Thank you sa pag-share, Sir Edward Cuyos. Maraming salamat.
Why is everyone wishing for help when they're writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you're the one who wrote A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh?
Huh? What's this? Oh. I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I?
Nandito po si Kerrigan. Yes, this is Kerrigan po. Hello, hello. Magandang good evening, Sir Edward. Opo, ako na po ang nag-stream dito ngayon sa Team Okra. Kerrigan, yours truly.
All the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of it.
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within him.
Ang kulit. Di ako sanay sa boses.
With this power,
Na-possess.
no one shall be able to stand in my way.
Kailan po made outfit? I still remember it since last year pa. Pag naayos natin, Sir Edward, itong natin. Kasi bago yung place na pinag-stayan natin. Pag naayos tong background ko, mas matino-tino na. Tsaka ako magpe-face reveal, magka-camera na tayo. Tapos, gagawin din natin yung made outfit na yan, na stream.
It is futile. You shall never wake him again.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Miko! Think of something! Miko! Miko!
Tinawanan lang. Hindi sanay nagsasalita si Traveler. Oo nga, yun nga yung parang off eh. Hindi lang sa boses, pati yung fact na nagsasalita si Traveler. Hindi ako sanay. Sige. Sama na din sana si Sir. Ihilahin ko yan. Huwag kayo mag-alala. Akong bahala dyan. Sana di tayo naririnig ni Seriro. Kunwari, di tayo naririnig. Minsan na nga lang magsalita si Traveler, ganito pa, no?
This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, you mischievous little kitsune, you. Look what you've done to this little flying one. Oh, poor thing scared witless.
Gago. Pinagtripan lang pala.
Plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Rakusai? Miko you guys know each other?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits,
Urakusai.
No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley line.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too. In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone, help me
Kulit ng
write a
boses.
truly amazing novel."
Summoning no Jutsu Hirotan appear. Baka lumabas yan bigla dyan.
So I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include...
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune. No, I was a mighty and
Dayoko.
powerful Dayoko. The memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will, but with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
Mga yokai pala sila.
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave. Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most
Dayoko, parang warlord. Parang ganun nga. Pero yokai daw eh. Hindi ko sure kung ano ibig sabihin ng Dayoko eh.
given that they're not born
Not
blessed
sure.
with the same powers that we enjoy. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
Yes, that's what I thought too.
Alright then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
Queen Pineda, thank you for liking the stream. Magandang good evening.
Hanging off my shoulders. A few hundred years later,
Welcome to Team
we're all
Okra.
grown up.
We're playing Genshin Impact right now.
Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end. Everyone's quite content in many ways. They still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up. But I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
Alright. Goodbye then.
Mas
Urakusai.
nakakatakot pa pala si Yaimiko kaysa Divalin at yung Dragon sa... Actually, kasi... Mautak kasi si Yaimiko eh. So, alam niyo yun. Very cunning, very deceiving. So, mas nakakatakot yung ganun kaysa yung mga blunt, powerful na mga dragon or what.
Every day is a happy one.
May
especially these
isahan ka
days.
nito anytime.
Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these
Malakas
two
din.
delightfully
Yeah, yun.
nosy outlanders.
Not to mention, malakas din si Yae.
And even
Maganda
A
din.
is
Yun.
finally starting to come to her
Siningit
senses.
pa eh, no?
Quite a miracle given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
Ayun. Ginamit lang yung katawan ni Traveler.
Disappeared.
Okay.
Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time. Repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact. So, your first possession, what was it like?
Okay lang maisahan ni Yae basta makaisa. Yun! Tama! Yun ang pinakamaganda doon. Makaisang copy ni Yae. Oo! Wala naman tayong ibig sabihin doon sa makaisa. Isang copy. Correct.
Yes, though they only
Wala
represent
tayong
a
ibang
tiny
meaning doon.
proportion. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me? I'll need your help with the ritual.
You cannot be serious, Miko. You guys teamed up to start playing on
Napagtripan si Paimon. Pangalawang beses na. Ganun ba yun? A pa rin ako. Ay, syempre, iba rin naman ang ano ni A. Total, mag-girlfriend naman yan, dalawang yan. Kahit sino sa kanila. Goods na goods. Kahit kanino ka mapunta sa kanila, goods na goods. Okay. Uy, nice. Go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and look for Yamiko. Okay. Wala na bang makukuha dito? Okay na. Uy. Salamin, no? Cool. O, tara. Raiden pa rin pala, Sir Edward, no? Okay, yan. A man of culture. Okay, tara. Dito tayo. Ay, bali. Hindi, wag dyan, wag dyan. Parting. Okay. Una emergency food ngayon, utuan siya, na kaya next. Kaya ka eh. Dali mauto ni, ni Paimon eh. Okay. Ano mangyayari dito? Ganda talaga.
Well,
Oh.
hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right on time, too.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks.
Sana all may paycheck.
So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakyako happen?
I will sail the high sea with Captain Beidou pa rin. Iba din yung kamandag din ni Captain Beidou, you know?
It might sound ominous, but to
Galing
put it
talaga
simply,
ni Genshin.
Hyakyako is
Parang
just a
kahit kanino ka
gathering of
mapunta,
yokai.
parang panalo pa rin
Back
eh.
in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink.
Wag lang doon sa mga yung mga bata.
they'd start
Pass doon,
soaring
pass.
into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place.
Ah, okay.
When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied, and all the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I added to our novel?
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells
Except
of
ba
Lady
sa
Kitsune.
si Chichi dahil more than century ata siya. Wag yun, sir, wag yun. Bata yun. Bukod sa bata, patay na yun. Doble ka doon. Double kill ka doon. Wag yun. Hard pass.
It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time first, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During
Okay.
the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the Shrine Maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yogurt when the memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. But when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monster. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that that doesn't happen.
Kerrigan inmate accepted din. Nako, gugulatin ko na lang kayo isang araw. Naka-stream na tayo ng gano'n, my idol.
Close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, let's get...
Yosh. Let's go. Tell the Shrine Maidens to leave the shrine temporarily. Okay. Nasaan? Ah, ito. O ikaw, baba.
Descend the mountain?
Yep, Miku said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might cause...
I see. I'll evacuate everyone.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back...
It seems like Lady Guji places great trust. Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence. But thank you for helping with the ritual. And...
Don't worry.
Sige na. Bumaba ka na. Baba na kayo ng mountain.
Start the ritual. Come on, let's
Go
go.
to the main road under... Uy, huwag kang makyat dyan, men. Okay, tara. Let's go. Okay, flight check. Ooh. Okay, baba na tayo. Masyado na masaya. Monsters Dolly. Okay, monsters, makapalaban na tayo. Ganda ng view, no? Okay. Oo, flight test is a must. Pag nakakuha ng bagong karakter, yun ang hindi damage test. Dapat flight test ang gawin. Ano yun? Requirement. Mandatory yun, mandatory. Oh, sure ba kayo dyan? Oh, ito. Oh. Bang. Ano, kaya pa? Saan pa? Oh. Wasak. Meron pa? Ah, kayo pa. Kasama din ba climb test for... yes. Yan ang mga very crucial and important na ginagawa sa Genshin. Damage test, wala yan. Damage test. Gumagawa ng damage test. Tama yan. Climb test and flight test. Yan ang meta ng Genshin. Oho. Okay, kahit sama-sama pa kayo. Kahit magtulong-tulong pa kayo. Wasak. Yun na yun? Sus. Iba talaga pag galing kang Elden Ring. Parang ano na lang talaga dito. Parang, ewan ko. Pag sa Elden Ring, parang ano eh. Buhay mo nakataya pag naglalaro ka eh. Uy, ganda ng cutscene. Solid. Wow.
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and sort
Press
through the
X to
air
doubt.
like this
Joke
for a
lang.
long time. Come with me.
Ganda ng cutscene, oh. Ayan na. Cute-cute nung tenga niya.
You look a little nervous.
It's just, Paimon's never seen anything like this before. Wow, they've really blocked out the moon.
Yokaimon pala to eh.
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas,
Sa phone cutscenes, PowerPoint slideshow. Oo, kawawa nga yung mga naka-phone talaga. Kasi grabe yung mga cutscene ni, Poyoverse. Maganda sana, kaya lang hindi na-optimize para sa phone. So, kawawa din talaga pag wala kang PC or laptop. Node na lang sa YouTube, ganun. Oh, ganda oh. Nice.
Do they really have to go?
it's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me?
Okay.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite. To be
A guiding light.
Gagi, ganda ng cutscene.
so beautiful. Look, lights are coming from Inazuma City.
Doon pala sa Elden Ring, Git good pa rin. Marami na tayong na-down na kanina, tsaka kahapon, na boss.
Recite the secret spells of Lady
So,
Kitsune tonight.
yan, tapos na si Margit Good. Kanina, na-down natin si, si, tawag nito, si Godric, yun. So, bukas ulit, bukas tayo, siguro mga hapon or gabi, stream tayo ng Elden Ring, no? Ganda. Buti pala ginawa ko to habang stream. Sulit.
Rokusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now,
May bonk weapon
I
din.
can't help but feel
Oo, wasak
lonely.
talaga ako kanina.
Just a little. of
Buti nga,
course.
natapos ko eh. Kala ko, may end stream ako nang di ko siya natatalo eh. Goods naman.
Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly. Thank you. Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now.
I'm fine, seriously. Really, no. Honestly. you two.
Nalungkot ka din, ano?
Pico.
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, see you soon then.
Uy, following day. Ano oras? Wait until the appointed time. Okay, sige. Antay tayo. Ay, time travel na natin. Yan. Mabilis. Yo. Okay na kaya? Appointed time? The following day. Oh. Nag-skip na tayo ah. Sa pa ba? Or umaga dapat? Sige, umaga. Okay.
Today,
Goods na ba? Ayun.
to treat Nico to a meal. The venue is good.
Tara. Libre natin sa restaurant si Yae. Sana all ka-date si Yae. Naalala ko yung first Soul-like game ko sa mini-boss nakatira sa Code Vein. Halos 10 plus wasak lagi ako. Code Vein, maganda din yun, ano. Gusto ko rin matry yun eh. Minsan nagsisale sa, sa Steam, di ko nabibili. Sakto kung kailan wala akong budget, doon nagsisale.
Wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess like novels.
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations for novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the traveler will remain an interesting
Okay. Nung ginawa nila yung sa mga yokai, nawala na ng bisa din yung mga incantations na ano doon nakasulat. Goods na goods. At least wala nang masyadong mapapahamak sa mga tao pag ginawa yung mga incantations kasi wala nang yokai. Kaya nga kung kailan sa'yo walang budget. Bad trip yun si system nakakaamoy pag wala kang pera doon nagsisale yung magagandang AAA game. Actually yung yung Elden Ring first Soul yung Dark Soul game like na nalaro. Hindi pa ako nakatry talaga ng Dark Souls. Sekiro konti yun.
I did, yes. The thought of being able to eat the
Kami in
most
order
expensive
nito.
dishes and drink
Adonis
the
na.
finest
Malapit na nga malapit na ako mag-Adonis ulit kasi 'di ba sabi hindi na work from home ngayon, balik na daw ulit sa office. Magpe-perform na tayo muli sa Adonis soon. Siyempre, kailangan ng datong, men.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish.
Ay, sarap.
It's found
Sige.
exclusively in the waters
Ngayon
around
pa ako
Seaway
ginugutom
Island.
nito.
They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it. Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know.
Si Raulong mahal ng mga in-order.
That's fine too. There are all kinds
Gusto ko
of
din
fishes
matry yung
scattered
Elden
in
Ring
the
pero
whole
pag
price
nag-run sa laptop ko sasabog na bago mo kasi. Actually, mahirap talaga sa sa laptop. Mahirap na yung game tapos magpe-frame rate drop pa kasi hindi kaya. Siguro yung mga super high-end na laptop, pwede pa. Pero I don't recommend kasi PS4 nga nagtutunog eroplano pagka yung nag-Elden Ring Laptop pa kaya.
Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to...
Rico, this meal is going to be super expensive. Aren't you afraid we won't be able to afford it?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it.
Bastos, yun pala yung
By the batch, you know.
Sweldo, yun na yung pambayad. Nautakan. Sabi na tama yung sinabi ni Sir Edward mas delikado to siya Tamo na isahan sila. Yung sweldo pinambili na. Tuso talaga. Beef PC talaga need lalo sa barrel roll. Oo. Kailangan talaga PC. Or PS4, PS5 yan.
Novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
Nabastos talaga. Dalawa yaimi ko. Gago. Nice. Teka, mag-picture nga muna ako habang nandito. Sayang baka hindi na ako makapasok ulit dito Wait, palitan natin to. Yan, palitan natin ng girlfriend niya. Sit. Yan! Goods na goods. Date yarn. Ay, mais ka naman, men. Yan. Solid. Good thing na maganda si Ai, kundi ibong ko siya really hard. Okay. Natapos din. Nice. Okay, kailangan natin ng 9 na boss. Mambubugbog tayo ngayon ng mga boss. Para ma-achieve natin tong Again, welcome sa Team Okra Place, is pa-review, boss. Uy, pwede tayo mag-review. ano tayo, pwede tayo mag Genshin Flex, no? Welcome sa ano. Pwede kayong mag ano, exclamation point notify para pag nag-stream tayo ulit ng Team Okra Plays. Naglalaro tayo ng ano dito, Elden Ring, yan, Genshin, Pokemon, Monster Hunter, yan. Pwede natin i-review yan, idol. Pero di pa tapos yung teasing ni Yae. Oo. Iba talaga. Sige. Tayo manggugulpi lang muna dito ng ano, isang boss.
Right now. Come on out.
Orders guide you.
Dang.
Now you shall perish.
Wasak. Okay. Lipat tayo dito. Notify review, Yae. Uy. Isa pa, pwede pa. Yan, isa pa re-review natin. Sige, wait. Check muna natin yung kay, ano, kay Sir Kim. No? Kaya. Yan na natin ulit. Ano ulit mag-ano? Ayan. Ay, hindi. Joke lang. Kalimutan ko na si tagal ko na hindi nagre-review eh. To. Okay. 628 627795. Ay, tama ba? 628627795. Tama ba? Parang kulang tayo, may eyeball. Ito na, nasama na natin si Sir Hero. Ayan na, oh, lumabas na. Gumana yung incantations ni Sir Edward. Tama ba ako ng ano? Tama naman. Pero, ano sinasabi? Or sa friends to? Hindi. Pag gano US server, ayun lang. Oh no. Sige, check natin to kay Sir Hero. Pasensya na men kung hindi ko maano kung ano yan, kung ibang server. Hindi ko mare-review kasi naka-Asian tayo. 7-2. Okay, ganun pala pagka no. You know, eto na nga, napakaangas. Naplexan pa nga tayo ni Sir Hero himself. Yay Miko, oh. Eto na. May paibon, no. Whoop, nice. Ayan, ang attack 90, 1948. Very nice. Kitang-kita ko to nung nabunot ni Sir Hero to pati weapon eh. Di ba? Sana all, di ba? Sana all ganyan ng Yay Miko. Wala, naka-widsit lang ako eh. Ayan, ito artifacts ni Papi. Thundering Fury, tsaka Gladiators. 2-piece. Sarap naman. Sana all. Solid to. Kaya lang, may umepal atang def. Isa ata, no? Laking flex talaga yung weapon. Parang HH ni Mizu sa MH Res. Oo. Solid. Ito. Circlet. Putik na crit damage yan. Anak ni Hoyoverse. Sarap. Ito pa, isa pa to. Uy, ganda nito. May Elim Mastery pa. Kailangan ni Yai Miko yan. Goods na goods. Ito, Sans. Attack Sans. Ano ba yan? Sir Hero, bakit ganyan yan? Ano? Ritual reveal nga, Sir Hero. Ito, electro damage. Ay, nice. Goods na goods. Ilang kaya ano nito? Ilan ang overall nito? Sarap! Dating kay Raiden yung circlet. Okay lang, magjowa naman yun. Kaya pwede maghiraman eh. 66.6. Oh, crit rate. 233. Animal. Bakit ganyan yan? Talents. Ayun, naka-crown ang kanyang ulti. Maganda, i-crown mo na din to. Since naka-weapon ka naman na. Tama yung weapon mo. Crown mo na to, Sir Hero. Para panalong-panalo. Sa kubeta ako magro-roll. Matry nga mamaya. Magro-roll ako para ano. Solid. Ilan ang ano nito? So close sa 69%. Oh, hanapan mo pa to ng 3% Seriro para nice na nice. 61% in electro damage. Katin ito. Very nice. Solid Seriro. Ako yung nainggit. Hindi ko sinasabing ano. Hindi ko sinasabing nainggit ako pero parang kakasabi ko lang ganun. Wala na dog show ako nung ano nung weapon Kasi, hindi pala nung weapon. Kasi, sabi nagka-rumors bigla habang nagpupula ako sa weapon. Sabi, magkaka-Yoimiya banner daw sunod. Kaya parang ako natigilan ako, hindi ako nag-pull. Hindi ko na tinuloy. Mukhang barbershop naman yung Yoimiya banner. Wala pa. Pero okay lang, mas goods yun para ano, makaipon pa tayo. No? At least may time pa. Baka maka one shot ng boss yung Yaya. Actually, kung tamang placing lahat tapos kasama sila Bennett tsaka Mona. Oo, mga one shot talaga yan. One shot or mga two shot ganun. Okay, boss, dito tayo. Mas malapit ata to. Ayan. Solid. Na all. Ay, may daanan ba dito? Wala yata daanan dito. Dito na nga lang. Kala ko mapapadali. Let's go. Tayo mambugbog ng boss. Kailangan ko kasi para sa battle pass. Ano na rin. Farm na din. Ibang madala dito. Iningwang.
Understood.
Yung. Flex ko lang ng mabilis to si Ningguang. Flex lang. Ako din. Diba? C6 Ningguang. Artifacts. Arcade, Gladiator. Yung weapon niya, yan. Naka-lost prayer siya. Tapos, yan. Yan lang. Hindi kaya pang paabutin ng 200 yung crit damage. Pero solid na. Pwede na. Bang.
Stabilize.
Right now. Come on now.
Sige.
Don't waste my time. Your life is mine.
Sana all malakas. Yun nga Seriro, rinig mo yun sana all malakas. Ako din, nakikisana all lang din. Yeah. Masarap lang dito kasi kay Ningguang. Homing yung atake. Kaya kahit pumikit ka, okay lang. Tatama pa rin yung atake mo.
Right here. Don't waste my time.
Adios, my friend. Ooh. Dead. Okay. Lipat na tayo ng asimong boss ang pa. Ito. Ayoko kasing iano yung mga boss na mahirap, maraming ginagawa pa. Katulad ng mga cube, may mga pa-delay pa sila, pa-eklat pa. Ayoko nung masyado matagal. Hindi kasi ako kasing lakas ng iba na nang one shot ng ganyan. Tamang lang tayo. Tamang marunong lang, ganun.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Placing.
Give up.
Ito sa'yo.
Stabilize.
A sight to behold. Right
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Go and splash! Don't waste my time. Your life is mine. Give up.
This is order. Gather.
Right here.
Don't waste my time.
Adios. Next. Durog pa tayo ng boss. Ikot tayo, ikot. Kailangan to sa para sa ano eh, para sa BP. Ilan pa ba need nating bugbugin? 5 pa. Sige. Tingnan maglagay ng Bennett. Bennett, where are you? Ayan.
You want?
Stabilize.
Emerge. Right now.
Bang.
It's nothing.
Tinulang pa ako. Adios. Okay, 6 na. Lipat tayo ulit.
It's raining.
Maulan.
Stabilize.
Right here. Right now.
I will have order.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Don't waste my time. It's nothing. Teamwork is strength. Your life is
Adios. Okay, 7 na. Tatlo pa.
Show them.
Tumbling muna. Ay, hindi pala tumbling to. May shield eh.
Don't waste my time.
Order guide you.
Bang.
Gather.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
What's up?
Right here. Emerge.
Get out of here. Give up.
Gosh. Yun. Uy, gago, tinulak ako. Inalis ako dun sa ano. Sira ulo.
This is order.
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Let's Don't waste my time.
Okay. Dalawa na lang. Ganda talaga ng evening gown ni Ninggo.
Stabilize.
Emerge right now.
Submit.
I'm always watching. Emerge right here.
Give up.
I will have order.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Your life is mine.
Stabilize.
Emerge right now.
Adventure. It's nothing. Give up.
Nice. Okay, isa na lang. Ikot tayo ulit. Mga madali lang at mga easy to reach na kalaban para madali. Madaling matapos.
Emerge right now.
Everybody stand back. Let's light it up.
This is order.
Okay, nice. Achieve na natin. 450. Nice. Okay, goods na, goods na. Ating resin check. 18. Sige. Balik tayo dito para bukas madaling gawin ng event. Pupunta muna ako sa tipat ko para mag-check ng aking tanim para kahit papaano. Currently at 2-3 ang ating tawag ito, Primogems. Nawa pagka si Yoimiya na ang nandyan, tayo ay ready. Sana hindi tayo ma-dog show. Hindi tayo, ano tayo, 50-50 eh. Kaya kailangan mag-ipon. Okay, goods. Tapos
If you ever
bibili tayo. Ay, check natin yung tanim natin. Baka goods na. Ay, okay na. Tingnan natin yung tanim. Hindi lang Genshin to, parang farm building to. Oo, diba? Tanim-tanim lang para one day pag kailangan ng ganito, baka sakali pwede tayo. Kuha ko na ba isa? Di pa. Ayan. Paiba-iba banner ng 2.6 sa mga leak. Di tuloy ako makaroon kay Kokom. Kaya nga eh, nung una, Kazuha tsaka 20 daw. Tapos, di sabi ko, okay, safe tayo. Putek, biglang may naglabas naman, Yoimiya tsaka Kazuha, animal. Kaya sabi ko, tigil ako bigla sa sa pag-pull sa weapon ni Yae. Edi okay lang, sige. At least kung maging totoo man, pero tatry din tayo kumuha ng ng Ayato. Kukuha din tayo. Para sakaling ma-dog show, edi okay. Meron tayong pang Yoimiya. Pero ewan ko, pero yun Ayato, sure daw yun, sure yun. Yung mga kasama lang niya at kasabay niya, yun ang hindi ko sure. Pero ayun, tapos na tayo sa mga natin, dailies natin, resin, tsaka yung ating Yan, wala na tayong active quest sa ngayon. Tayo magpapahinga na. Pagod na si Lolo Zhongli. Masakit na ang likod niya. Kaya andito muna tayo magre-rest. Yun, maraming salamat sa mga tumambay, sa mga nanood, sa nag-share, nag-like. Yan, maraming salamat mga papi. Bukas ulit, siguro mga bandang hapon tayo mag-Elden Ring. May lakad pa tayo ng umaga. Mag-Elden Ring tayo ulit. Papaka-stress na naman tayo. Ngayon, relax muna, no? Maraming salamat sa inyo. Ayan, Papi, Daryl, Joseph Buhat, Shujin's Corner, follow nyo po yan. Maraming salamat sa pagtambay kasama natin, Thank you. Good evening sa inyo. Have a nice night. GG.
もういっそ折れたままで捨てるほど逃げ出すほど強くないよほらもう一度この高鳴る何が正しいかなんてわからないけど形のないものばかりが大切になってゆく飾らない言葉だけが強く結ばれてるまたつまずいて転がってそれでも砕けない魂